the press loves to find something of error in a human being and blow it up and talk about it and scandalize the person like the people behind the lens of the camera have no sin. You know, wait a minute, if you were clean, I could see you doing what you do. It seems like the media delights in finding something wrong with somebody. Now I'm getting to crucifixion. See, crucifixion in the modern Rome, America, is the modern Roman Empire. You keep looking back to ancient Rome. Ancient Rome is gone. Modern Rome is going. Now, in the meantime, in modern Rome, they have always feared that somebody would rise from among us and unify black people. And should they go to war with a foreign government, that we might join on to that foreign government and come against them. So just as it was in the time of Jesus the prophet and Herod the king, they wanted to kill all boy babies. So there's a plot against the black male. And it's real, brothers and sisters. And any one of us that shows his head as a potential leader, the eyes of our enemies are on that one. Listen to me carefully, because if you show that you could be a messianic voice, then they will move to silence you. Now listen to J. Edgar Hoover's words. J. Edgar Hoover's counterintelligence program was to prevent the coalition of black nationalist groups. They invested money into keeping nationalist groups separated from each other, and even plotted to get us to kill one another. Number two, the aim was to prevent the rise of a Messiah who could unify and electrify the militant black nationalist movement, and to prevent violence on the part of black nationalist groups. Not violence among each other, but violence against them. Listen, their aim was to prevent militant black nationalist groups and leaders from gaining respectability by discrediting them to three separate segments of the community. 5, to prevent the long-range growth of these organizations, especially among young people. Now here's the tactics that they used. there was no black organization that was not infiltrated by agents and informers of the U.S. government to discredit and disrupt. They used dirty tricks, including the planting of false media stories, bogus leaflets, fake publications. They forged correspondence, sent anonymous letters, and made anonymous phone calls. They manipulated or strong-armed parents, employers, landlords, school officials, and others to cause trouble for the activists. And they used law. They conducted break-ins, vandalism, assaults, and beatings. The object was to frighten dissidents and disrupt their movement. Now, let's look at this thing called crucifixion and see how it's carried out. You know, crucifixion was used by the Persians, the Greeks, the Carthaginians, the Macedonians, and the Romans. It was reserved for slaves, rebels, pirates, and especially despised enemies and criminals. Crucifixion was considered a most shameful and disgraceful way to die. They would take the person, strip him of his clothes, make him carry his cross to the place of crucifixion. But it's all public. Everything is done in the public to bring about your shame, your disgrace. Follow me now. Strip you of your clothing, then they nail your hands and your feet. None of your vital organs are touched, so that you can hang there for hours and for days. Defecate on yourself, urinate on yourself, and some they would spear in the side. But Jesus, they had something special for him, according to the book. Since he was supposed to be the king of the Jews, they made a crown of thorns for him. Put it on his head. I'm coming to you in a minute. They nailed his hands, they nailed his feet, they pierced him in his side, and they let him hang there. People spat on him. Boy, this is some deep stuff. They leave you in the public, and passers-by would throw things at the crucified one. Because once you're crucified, it's like you deserve that punishment. So the people are not asking for you to come down. They are happy to see you on that cross. Now, look at the role that the media has played in the deliberate crucifixion of black leaders.